Have you ever wondered why?
When?
How much?
What if?
Well, you're in luck, because you're listening to the Hypotheticast.
3 best buds.
On a mission.
To ask all the questions?
And get all the answers.
I was born with both guns blazing, and I do think I'm amazing. You got the dignity to feel a little about yourself. I don't care what your preacher says. I got my own vicious ways. Only got one commandment and it goes, I'm killing it. I'm killing it.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, thank you.
That's not a response.
I mean, thanking you for asking him.
I've decided that I'm just going to start doing that. Like, I'm sick and tired of Minnesota. What are we doing? Hi, how are you? Good, how are you? That's nothing.
Okay.
Instead,
Question.
Thank you.
Another
and just
question.
ending the conversation
Here's a question.
right there. Ready?
What's the name of this podcast?
This podcast is called The Hypotheticast.
Emily?
Thank you.
What's your name?
Emily.
Question for you, Mike. What happens here?
What does?
We talk.
You're so right. David, Mike, and Emily on the Hypotheticast. We're back again. I'm sorry I got so mad. Will you forgive me?
Were
Maybe
you mad?
later.
Yeah, I was pissed.
That was
That
David
what
mad.
That's what it looks like when I'm mad.
I found it repulsive.
Yeah, honestly,
Show of
same.
emotion.
When I have to listen back through here, I'll probably just delete the whole thing.
No.
It's too late. I have the power.
Mike.
Let's play a game.
Yeah, can you tell us? I'm
What?
excited. I like this one. You
Okay,
made it
good.
up.
Oh, you like this?
I did make it up. This is a game that I made up. It's called Bee Coffin Fox Tot, which of course
Wash out your mouth, you
it
nasty
is
fiend.
a mix-up of box office top 10, because we're going to look at the box office top 10 for this week, and we're going to mix it up.
Hold on,
Mix
there's
some-
not a P in that.
Box office top 10?
Maybe I misspelled something.
Wait,
just say
wait. Read the title of the
Box
thing one more time.
office top 10.
Box office top tot.
But I said Bee Coffin Fox Tot. Maybe the internet anagram generator is wrong, okay? Maybe it's broken
Tater
down.
Tot Pop Tart?
Wait, what did you just read? Read the title of this segment.
Bee Coffin Fox Tot.
Yeah, there's no P.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
know.
I don't know. It's screwed up. I guess we got to shut it down.
Let's just call it P Coffin Fox
Then
Tot.
there's no B.
P Coffin Fox Tot.
What about
comma,
beep?
B.
Beep
Beep
coffin.
coffin.
Beep
Hey,
coffin Fox
take
Tot.
that,
We did
internet.
it. Great. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I wrote a letter wrong. It
That's
happens.
okay.
I love it. Good.
It's okay.
Way to see that. I
Yeah,
would
you gotta-
never have noticed.
Thanks for fact checking my anagram.
Any day.
So this game involves us, looking at the top 10 movies and picking one at random through the magic of the internet, which we have found out now is fallible, with a random number generator, and then using the same different random number to generate a premise from my chart of premises. Does anyone have a particular desire to go first in this game? David has raised his hand, an indication that he would like to be selected.
I actually just had a question.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
You do.
Oh,
You're
God.
going first.
Yeah, I'm going
Shut up.
first.
Your movie is okay. You know what? Should I just give you Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yes, not and also as the movie, but like give him to me. Give Sonic to me. I want him.
This is supposed to be random, but this is our podcast, and we can do whatever we want.
You rolled a 1.
So
because it's the number one movie.
Yeah, it's like when I play games with my 5-year-old
Yeah.
nephew. Oh, look, you beat me.
Look, I rolled a natural 20 every time. Sorry.
Okay, but I am going to generate the premise you have to use at
Thank
random.
you.
So
What if this
your
movie was
movie,
fast?
David, is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes.
Picked at
Which I
very
have not
purposefully.
seen. Just to be fair, still have not seen.
Yeah,
just
but
a
you
big
know
fan.
who Sonic is.
I know him.
All right, here's what you have to do. Number 9, which is make up a conspiracy theory about this movie.
Oh no. So the conspiracy theory about this movie
Hold
is
on.
that it used to look different.
No, that's a real.
But then the fans collaborated and
mean,
they got so angry.
I already did see an article that was saying that whole thing was done all to generate publicity. So it wasn't
that is a conspiracy
actual
So there is
conspiracy
a real
theory.
conspiracy
You can't
theory.
use that one.
That makes sense though. Like I get that.
It's like the whole new Coke thing.
Yeah. You just put it out there to be like, what do you think, everyone? And then they're like, it sucks. And you're like, we got you a new one, and everyone's like, thank God.
Okay, so you should go. Do you have access to the page?
Oh yeah,
to read the premise.
Yes,
even though I'm not 100% sure what the premise of.
No, but I want to
I'm
know.
going to be
what
honest with you. I'm not even sure what Sonic the Hedgehog is. Like, is it from a cartoon
That's
or is
great.
it
I
from
know
a video
David's
game?
looking this up. Can you just take a guess based on your knowledge you have right now?
My guess is that it's from an old video game and he's just like a little blue hedgehog.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of covered the whole deal. There are people in the world that would be very angry for me saying that's pretty much it, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it was in the days when video games really didn't need a plot. It was like, you're two bad dudes, the president's kidnapped, go get him.
This synopsis is amazing. Emily, you're going to love this.
Great.
Sonic the Hedgehog. After discovering a small blue fast hedgehog, a small town police officer must help it defeat an evil genius who wants to do experiments on it. What a $7 million movie. What a $7 million
Although,
movie.
as of this podcast, that movie has made over $100 million.
Amazing. It's doing so good. Anyway, the conspiracy theory that I have, that I've not made up, that I just have had for a while about Sonic the Hedgehog, is that I think Sonic the Hedgehog is the experience that we have that we think is ghosts. I think Sonic the Hedgehog moves at such a blazing speed. One might even say Sonic speed. Who's to say? But you can barely even see him. He's so fast. Some you can't even see him.
Uh-huh.
And so when we feel like, oh, I just went through a spot that's like kind of cold, or like I just felt a weird like vibration or a tingle up my spine, or like a dish fell off, it's because Sonic ran through your kitchen and he knocked that pot off of that hanger that you put a pot on. So I think Sonic is so very fast that not only is he the star of $100 million #1 box office hit of all time, but also is the reason that people have ghost myth and maybe myth of other things. It's hard to say, but I think he gets pretty much everywhere in the world because he's incredibly fast and he can be everywhere, and he's always just running so many errands. He has so much to do.
Is he like that scientific, the thing is, what is it that where a particle is in two places at once, all over the place, and then when you look at it, it's just in one place. But when you're not observing it's everywhere.
Like if Sonic stands still, it's like a hummingbird where you can't really see him because he's vibrating so fast.
He's Schrodinger's hedgehog.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a couple questions for you, David.
How? Why? I thought it was pretty.
The first one,
pretty much nailed it.
Okay. All right, let's start here. Sonic is all ghosts?
Yeah, there aren't any. It's just him. Maybe Tails helps.
But like you also described his activities are more akin to just a poltergeist.
Yeah.
Than you're like ghost who just creeps in this corner of your room and doesn't move.
That's a good point. I think those are also Sonic, but when he gets bored and he puts on a Victorian dress or like a Civil War outfit, and then because he's blue, and when you think about it, most of those ghosts kind of represented as like a bluish tint. I think that's just him having some fun and wanting to be seen. But that's why they look kind of see-through, because like he vibrates so fast that it's like, what even is there? What's there? It's not real. It's not tangible, because it's Sonic just moving through the atmosphere at such a fast pace.
Sonic is all ghosts.
Sonic is all ghosts.
Okay, second question, or really criticism.
Oh,
this is supposed to be a
I knew this
conspiracy
was coming.
theory about the movie.
Shit.
And which is fine. Okay, fine. But now, basically what you're implying is that Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, is, I don't know, a documentary?
It's basically loose change. Look at this guy. Look at this truth that we've shown you, but it's coded. Like they couldn't make, it's like the electric car. You can't just come out with it. The petroleum industry is going to be pissed. So you gotta build it in.
Slowly exposing the public to the truth.
Exactly.
Great.
So I think truly the conspiracy theory about this movie is that the movie has a conspiracy theory about ghosts. I think that is my conspiracy theory about Sonic T. Hedgehog.
All right. Well, I think you cracked that one wide open. Emily, you feel ready to go?
I do.
All right.
I can do the random number generator
All right.
myself.
Oh, you want to do it?
Yeah. 7.
So your movie is 1917.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do another random number.
8.
Okay, that means you have to, if you were whisked into the world of this movie, Last Action Hero style, what role do you think you would end up playing? Or alternatively, you can just describe what you think would happen to you if you were in the world of this movie as you are now.
Do you want to read what this movie is about?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is pretty well known, I think,
it's like a World War I
because of the
movie,
Academy Awards.
Yeah. Yeah, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, have you seen it, Emily?
No.
I have. But it
love
doesn't
that.
matter what I thought
I
of
love
it.
that
So
for you.
you're glad that I've seen it?
I'm so happy that you've seen it.
Why?
It just makes me so glad.
Shut up.
Oh no! I thought you just had that one criticism, but you had more.
That was like
That was the
that was like a
criticism.
little brother. It was like the older brother's actually trying to give a compliment, and the younger brother feels like he's being teased. So he's just like, "Shut up."
Shush, no.
Yeah, that's our relationship.
Yeah, Mike is like my dad and my younger brother. So many things to so many people.
So yeah, you have to, if you were in the world of 1917.
Are you going to read me the sentence?
Oh, you want me to do that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll read you the sentence.
To be fair, I did do it for myself.
Yeah, well, usually
so
we
it's-
did it ourselves last time, which is fine.
I don't wanna.
All right, Emily. The name of the movie, 1917. The date, April 6th, 1917.
Oh, what a twist.
As a regiment assembles to wage war deep in enemy territory, 2 soldiers are assigned to race against time and deliver a message that will stop 1,600 men from walking straight into a deadly trap.
Actually, I did not know that about that movie. I just thought
really?
it was like a war movie.
I mean, this doesn't need to be a secret, but the whole thing about it is that it's all done as if it's one shot.
Yes, that is something that I know about it.
And so there's this whole suspenseful thing of, are they going to make it on time?
Because it's
I've
so,
heard it's truly like incredible.
it is very
I've heard
good.
It's a great movie. I would like to watch it at some point, but going to movies is not something
It's
I've
a tricky thing.
gotten to do a lot.
Your new little baby isn't going to be so into this
She
one. I don't
doesn't.
think.
Yeah. She doesn't like war movies. She told me.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's not really into the pageantry of war.
Right.
It's very
What
exploitative.
is she into?
She is into watching me fold clothes,
Oh, that is a genre of movies
And
that I like a lot.
watching Tanner cook.
Mm.
Those are her favorite shows right now. Watching
Nice.
Henry lick himself.
Nice.
Riveting. So if I was suddenly in the world of this movie,
Yeah. Like the actual world 100 years ago.
I would be a peasant lady.
Sure.
Peasant.
Yeah,
Probably-
they had peasants
Okay.
back then.
Yeah.
Sure. Peasant.
Probably
I
like
think so.
wearing like a beige linen dress.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, part of it, the premise was also describe your outfit.
Hey, to be fair,
You're welcome.
This is, thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Okay,
you.
beige linen dress.
And like a
Beige
smudge
linen.
of dirt on my face and like a bucket of water on my hip.
okay.
Baby in the other arm. And I'm like out in my like the little yard, I don't know, little patch of grass
You know that
outside
yard,
of
that
my
World
hut.
War I yard.
Yeah.
I don't
and
know, I'm sure.
and then the 2 guys just shoom, run past me.
Oh,
and I'm
those-
like,
those
what?
fast guys.
I do like
Oh,
the camera goes to my face and I'm like, what? They just, who was that?
Do you think you'd be featured at any other point in the movie, or is it just that one?
Probably at the end when they do
They
the
come back
thing
or something.
and everybody's clapping and cheering.
Like all the friends they made along the way are there.
And I like look out the window and I like wipe the sweat off my brow.
That was a close
And
one.
I'm like, whew.
That was 1910s.
I also like that. Like, I don't know if this is a holdover from the fact that we just talked about Sonic, but I like your idea is that they're just whooshing
I know.
through,
I
and the
do
whole
like
movie is
that.
them just.
I was not in any way inspired by Sonic the Hedgehog. I was inspired by
Wow.
the sentence about this movie.
Yeah,
that was a
yeah,
sentence
yeah.
that no one said after seeing Sonic the Hedgehog. I was in no way inspired. Everyone was inspired after seeing that beautiful movie. I've not seen it, but I'm inspired already.
Well, I had a great time playing Peasant Woman, and I hope that they ask me back.
Yeah,
Sam Mendes.
I love that. So you have a baby in your arm
And a bucket of water.
and a bucket of water. See, I'm picturing you like a opening montage of Beauty and the Beast
Yeah.
style peasant,
Definitely would
which
fit
feels
right
like
in there.
A different era. Correct me
You
if
know
I'm
what?
wrong.
I don't know. I
Did
mean,
they have guns?
No, it was definitely Gaston had guns.
Oh, he had so many guns. That's
Well,
true.
I think Beauty and the Beast is maybe like
I think late 1800s.
no, not even late 1800s.
No, you think-
That was like 1700s at the latest.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to say for Peasants,
Peasants are forever.
the peasant style, I think, was kind of a long game. Like, wasn't evolving quite as
It was
quickly.
a long game.
Like-
Yes, agreed. The designers were like, we need this to be
Beige
timeless.
linen dress was cool in 1700s and the 1800s
It was cool
Yeah.
for peasants.
for peasants.
Like when you aren't like a rich monarch, like style is not really, functionality is your concern.
Yep.
Not style. So like a peasant, like we probably wouldn't use the term peasant anymore because we're out of the feudal system.
Yeah.
But I
the
do think
idea,
such
it
a
makes
thing,
sense.
and I think this isn't important. I was just gonna say, I think World War I, that was kind of like it was a time of big empires and like kingdoms, maybe.
Yeah.
That was a beginning to the modern era. This is so boring. This is not a history podcast.
I love that you're like, this isn't important, but everything else that I've said in
It's
the last 5
boring.
minutes.
I don't want to get into actual historical
Okay.
facts.
Yeah.
Let's talk
I-
more about how Sonic is in this 1917
Yeah, well,
movie.
and that is something that I really want to touch on. Is like, based on that, do you think that 1917 is a movie featuring the two fastest hedgehogs that really
She said it
need to
wasn't
get-
about Sonic.
No,
that really
it
need to
was
get
not
a letter
inspired.
to their friend? Like,
No, I don't know.
David's stuck in Sonic mode.
stuck.
I
I'm
don't know
trapped.
exactly what these two guys needed to do, but they're two guys and they needed to go fast.
this sounds a lot like Double Sonic, the
That's what I
sequel to Sonic.
interpreted. I mean, maybe they would have liked to have Sonic there, but he wasn't.
Wouldn't we all?
I like that you are in like a second long cameo of this movie.
It's really
I
good.
mean,
And then at the end,
Can
and then
you
at the
imagine
end-
me in any like?
Like that's because you want to stay out of the war action. You
Yeah.
don't want to be involved in
I'm
that.
not a soldier. I'd be dead.
Do you think you'd be inspired by them running past you or afraid?
I think I'd be like, oof, thank God someone's doing that work because I got this baby in this bucket of water.
Is it your baby that came back with you into the movie?
Edith?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she's featured.
Yeah, sure.
Tanner's
She's there
big
too.
break.
Yeah,
Tanner's
she's
just
there.
wondering where you are.
Is
He's
it
probably
your
at war.
Is it your bucket too, or is it a prop?
It's a wooden bucket. I don't have a wooden bucket,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's a prop. Yeah.
So some authenticity is lost, but that's okay.
Wait, why is the authenticity?
Because you got your
lost?
real baby and there's a real bond there. But if you're just using some bucket, I don't think I'm going to feel the bond between peasant and bucket.
I
that
know how to
really
make a
want
prop
from
personal.
that.
Okay.
Oh, okay, good. No, I trust you.
Don't worry about the bucket.
I was, but now I'm not. Thank you for reassuring me,
You
actor
are
Emily.
welcome.
It's Mike's turn. Let's go. All right, Mike. What's number 2 at the box office? It's ba 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 da ba da doodity deedle doodle dum. The Call of the Wild.
Oh, yes.
Have you seen it?
Fake
I
dog.
have not seen this, but I mean, I kind of know the story. And for this movie, I have to mix it up by doing number 5. If there was a special screening of this movie, what and where would you want it to be?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, Call of the Wild. Let me read the premise.
Yeah, what happens
Even
in that
though
one?
I think we kind of know.
Well, there's a dog for sure.
Oh, it's a real short premise. So the movie's called Call of the Wild. It is rated PG.
What happens?
I saw this preview. I'm just remembering now.
Yeah, Han Solo's there.
The Call of the Wild is about a sled dog struggles for survival in the wilds of the Yukon.
It does not mention the man at all.
That's it.
Wow,
Whoa.
what a twist. Maybe he's not there. Maybe the man is like Bruce Willis in The Sixth Sense. He's dead all along.
Okay, I'm talking now.
That's true.
So
Just helping pad for time.
got a vamp.
vamp.
So a special screening of Call of the Wild. Gonna take this one semi-seriously. And I mean, let's go with the Yukon.
Why not?
Like have it in the Yukon.
Yeah.
So Alaska's really big,
So big.
right? And
There's a lot to
I do
see.
actually think that it would legitimately be cool if they had the movie screening. You had to like take sled dogs to get to it. Because literally, like, I mean,
Okay.
most of Alaska doesn't even have highway access. So my parents, I bring them up also because my dad was super excited about the Call of the Wild movie. Like my parents have been going to more movies now that they're both retired. My dad doesn't really have the attention span for it, but my mom likes to go, and so he goes with her because he loves her.
He breaks a crossword puzzle and whatever. Yeah,
I hope not. But like I will say, like having seen the preview for this movie, the dog does not look so good.
Looks pretty
like
fake.
why did they use a
Doesn't
fake
look
dog?
like a real dog.
But that's not what we're here to talk about.
No, you're right.
My parents went on a cruise to Alaska, and
awesome.
One of the gifts I got my mom for Christmas was a National Parks scratch-off poster. Have you seen these scratch-off posters where they
those
have
are
like
cool.
great movies, great books, and then as you go through the things, you scratch it off, and there's like a picture underneath.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's a National Parks one.
And you win money?
You don't win any. You win the experiences that you had along the way.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah. And so my parents have been to a lot of national parks. And I asked, like, do you think you'll get them all? Because they're actually going to Hawaii like next month because they got the itch for the cruises now.
Uh-oh.
But there's some that are literally just in the wilds of Alaska, and you have to literally like, I don't think you can even drive to them. Like you'd have to like hike, camp, get out there. And I think that would be a cool place to have like, not just like a showing on like a little projected from an iPhone screen thing, but have a legit like big movie screen and be like, no, we're doing this event.
Wow,
You're gonna have to take the Call of the Wild to see Call of the Wild.
It would feel like arriving.
Yeah.
It'd be so exciting.
And I don't think that they tell you exactly where it is. Like I think that you have to
is there a series of
track
clues
it
or something?
Yeah,
Can
you
an
have to track it.
animatronic dog lead them there?
I think there should be clues that only a real dog can follow.
Only a real dog.
Like the scent. There's scents.
Oh, sure.
And
yeah.
they have to like track where it is. Like maybe there's what do dogs like to smell?
Meat.
I'm sure there's meat.
They love
put
meat.
Keep a lot of meat around the.
And then they grill it all.
Maybe there's
and they give it to
supply
you.
drops. Like they do like a daily supply drop as you try to make it to the screening
so
of.
it's like a multi-day
Yeah, it's not.
trek.
Oh yeah, this is no
Wow.
joke. Like this
You
is
have
not
to
casually
really want to
done.
see this movie, which I'm gonna say I don't know. I know it's number 2, but I feel like that's just because you could just drive to your movie theater and see
sometimes
it.
it's not about the movie itself, but the like experience around the movie.
Yeah,
It's about the journey.
That's why
not the
most people just
destination.
like to stream from their couch.
Streaming
No.
proves
But it's literally like the opposite. Like it's like, yes, that is great. But then, yeah, I get why the theater isn't appealing. But if you were like, I want a movie screening that could potentially kill me.
Yeah.
Like, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Like, let's go into the wilderness where it is cold below 0 and the food is scarce.
Do it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay. You don't want to do it yourself.
No, it's
I
fine.
get that.
it's like mountain
But
climbing.
wouldn't it be cool to hear about it?
That someone else did.
Honestly,
I would
I
be-
read all the books that I was supposed to read in 6th grade about boys in the wilderness.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it's a
Women
genre.
are invited too.
Yeah, but they won't do it because it's
I think there's women explorers that
Oh,
like to
yeah.
go out into
Yeah.
the wilderness.
just to go see this movie.
Okay,
that doesn't.
Sure.
that on the flip side, it's probably the fact that Disney's putting up the money for like their stuff to go take this trip because there's people that want to take these trips, and I say why not throw in a screening
Okay,
of Call of the
okay.
Wild?
So it's
If-
almost
if
not
it's
even
paid
about
for,
the movie
yeah.
anymore. It's
Well,
just
yeah,
like an additional,
it's-
like, oh, by the way, there's also a Call of the
I'm
Wild
trying to think of
screening.
like something like wasn't there some guy that jumped out of space and it was sponsored by like Four Loko or something?
Sounds right.
He jumped right out of space.
It was like this guy who went up to like the highest anyone
Yeah.
had ever
Yeah.
jumped from,
Yeah.
and it was sponsored by like I don't know something dumb.
Nike,
And-
I think.
Yeah. It's
Sure.
like that. It's like
I don't
it's
know.
like it's like I mean that is a pretty cool feat. Sponsored by a corporation,
Yep.
and so it's like, hey,
So
this
it's a
is
publicity
Disney. Yeah.
stunt.
Sure, it's
Disney's
a-
paying
it's
for
a movie
adventurers
screening.
to go on this
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
Let's do it. I think I'd
I'll go
rather
with
watch
you.
a documentary about that than actually watch Call of the Wild. To
know.
be
Yeah,
honest,
it does sound more interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think that I could come along, but dressed up like with all those little motion capture dots all over my body and act like a dog, and they would put me in it?
And people would just
Yeah,
think, oh, he
they
must be
would.
playing a dog they're going to like
Yeah,
Photoshop
like
in
he's
later.
gonna be in here, and yeah, we better treat
And
him
then they
real
watch
nice.
the documentary and it's just
And
you
it's just
with
me
the
with the
dots
dots.
on.
we
Yeah.
don't know who invited this guy.
Yeah, but I'm begging for meat and like
And like
running
people are playing
around.
along because
Oh,
they think it's going to
yeah,
be cool
they
in the
have to 'cause
end.
They're going to be
like
in
they
the
like
movie.
are petting you and they're
Yep.
like, "Good boy," and then in the end,
is
it's
my
just
dream.
you with the dots.
Yeah.
It's me, and they look stupid, not me. I also look stupid.
I think it's worth saying like that if you haven't seen it, like there is like a little GIF or clip that you can watch of the making of Call of the Wild where this dog looks fake. Mm-hmm. And they show the motion capture guy who is doing all the things a dog does, hanging out with Harrison Ford.
Nice.
And it looks real silly.
Yeah.
And it also begs the question, why didn't you just get a real dog?
You could have.
It seems a lot easier.
Yeah.
Dogs can be trained to do things is the thing about
Remember
dogs.
Homeward Bound?
Those movies were directed by dogs.
That was
Those
The whole
movies are
crew was dogs.
authentic dog
Craft services
I mean,
for
it just
dogs.
seemed
by dogs.
You did
That's
that.
all I'm
They
saying.
didn't need anything fancy. Milo and Otis
No.
literally just film the dog and cat
Film
doing
the actual
stuff.
dogs dying.
And then you just put
Milo
voiceover
noticed
on
they
it.
died,
It's a problematic
You don't-
example, but you're right. You're right.
Like,
And
I'm
I
just
think
saying in
they
terms
hold
of
up.
the final product,
Yeah.
it's much cuter to watch an actual dog with like someone talking in the background and pretend like it's the dog's voice than to watch like, Lion King style, like very realistic looking animals.
Yeah.
What if it were a cartoon dog, Lion King style, but the first one?
Yeah,
That could
that'd
be
be
cool.
cute.
Like it's Who Framed
That'd be
Roger
cute.
Rabbit, but
Yeah,
it's Call
dog.
of the Wild.
Who framed this one sled dog? Seems pretty fun.
That's
Yeah.
what the plot is.
Who framed him?
The
He's
dog
on the run.
is framed for
He's a
murder.
fugitive. That's why he's in Alaska. It's too scary out there.
I think that'd be a cool screening.
Would you go to it, or do you just think it would be cool?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot.
Pass.
I like the outdoors, but I don't like fighting my for my survival.
That's nasty. I like when we design things that we're like, that's too much for me.
Well, I'm not designing it for me.
That's when I know that we've done a good job. Like, it's not just wish fulfillment. It's like, this is for someone else.
I like that game so much.
It's nice.
Good. You're welcome.
That's nice.
I
It's
made it up.
especially good when they're movies we
It
haven't
helps me
seen.
keep up to date with the box office.
And also, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, actually, there are sometimes, even though I do read movie news very frequently, there's still, I'm like, oh, wait, that's still on the top 10.
Yeah, right.
All right. Well, we can wrap things up now. Go see a movie, watch
Yeah.
a movie with a friend or not by a friend.
Come babysit my child so I can go see a movie.
Got him.
Yep. To wrap things up, we'll do a final would you rather question that I'm going to come up with based on the box office top 10.
Makes sense to me.
All right. Would you rather visit Fantasy Island or Brahms the Boy 2?
I can't ask any questions.
Nope.
Fantasy Island.
Fantasy Island.
Brahms.
I know nothing about any of that.
Right. Okay. Thank
Bye.
you. Wow. See ya.
I'm marching, cause I'm gonna live.
Theme music by Jaden James and the Hunger. Logo by Christian Hagen. Edited by David Gucci. If you want more of our hypothetical content, join our Facebook group or like our posts on Twitter or Instagram or give us some stars and a review on iTunes or wherever the heck you get your podcasts.
And Daddy needs to go to sleepy.
Yeah, my father must rest.
I'm Daddy.
I'm Daddy.